Good morning, everybody. It is WrestleMania Saturday slash Sunday tomorrow, obviously. Um, it's good to see you guys again. I've been absent for a long, long time. Um, I don't upload as much as I can, but not. I'm here now. I'm here. Um, and today is the big day. WrestleMania 40 is upon us in a few hours. So I'm actually in Philadelphia because I'm going to WrestleMania tonight. But before that, I wanted to give you my official predictions because it's going to be a 2 night chaotic evenings. um, so and if you guys are going. I hope you guys have fun. If you guys are, if you guys are watching it on TV, on Peacock, enjoy yourself as well. I'm gonna. This is my first WrestleMania, so I am very excited. I always wanted to go to WrestleMania, and now we're here. um, so yeah, I'm just going to go from. I'm looking at the list of matches right now, right here. Um, I'm gonna go from the bottom to the top to the main event, the same as to night two. Sorry. So night one, WrestleMania 40 card. LWO versus Santos Escobar. Sorry, LWO versus Santos Escobar and Dominic Mysterio. So I think um Santos Escobar and Dominic Mysterio are gonna win. Um, Simply because they need to win. Not only that, I think Kalido's gonna turn on them. Because Rey Mysterio didn't pick Carlito. Carlito. Um, so Carlito is probably gonna turn on Rey Mysterio, and it says Dragon Lee, but yesterday on SmackDown, I guess Dragon Lee got injured. He got attacked backstage, so um, things have changed. So, but I still think they're gonna lose. And I think Khalil obviously attacked Dragon Lee, wanting to be in the match. But Andrade is taking his place. Spoiler alert. But yeah, next match, Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Naomi versus Damage Control. Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Naomi have to win. They have to win. Like, this is Jade Cargill debut in WrestleMania, and you gotta give her the win. Yes, Asuka's gonna be still defeated at WrestleMania, which is weird. I don't understand why that's a thing. I think she's gonna be 0-7 after their match. But like you can't have Jade Cargill lose in her WrestleMania debut, and she just you gotta make her dominant. You gotta make her the star, and and then I think what's gonna happen after Mania is Bianca Belair and uh, Jay Cargill is going to challenge for the women tag team titles. Probably at Backlash or SummerSlam, one of those two. But yeah, please WWE, please do not have Jay Cargill, Bianca Belair, and Naomi lose. The undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship 6-pack ladder match. The Judgment Day versus DIY versus Awesome Truth versus the New Day versus the New Cash Republic versus A Town Down Under. This is gonna be a phenomenal match. I already know because couple of days ago I was watching either Raw or SmackDown, and I'm like, hey, it'd be cool to see a ladder match again at WrestleMania, like the Money in the Bank, because they used to do Money in the Bank at WrestleMania, right? So I'm like, hey, maybe it'd be cool to see like a Money in the Bank, and this is what we got, and I'm very very excited about it. It's going to be a lot of bumps and flying around and chaos all over the place. Um, and so I think what's going to happen is our truth is going to grab one set of the titles the instead of both sets of titles. So I guess with the rules, the match doesn't stop until you grab both titles. So what's gonna happen is our truth he's gonna grab one set of the title and forget to get the other ones, which opens the door to another team from another team to getting the other titles. So we got brands so split the titles, which should be cool. Um, or like I'm saying like maybe like let's say like our truth grabs the Raw titles, and somebody else on a different team grabs another the Raw doesn't, and so the Miz doesn't get the other Raw title. Somebody else gets the Raw title, and then so you got two teams. Well, you get additionally you get the split, and you get two different teams at the end of the end of the match. So it's gonna be interesting, but I think our awesome truth and I think A Town Down Under are going to get the belts, whether they are with the same partners or not. Like they're going to win. Now, next match. This match is gonna be so good. Yeet versus no Yeet. Brother versus brother. Jay versus Jimmy Uso. Whoo! This is only the third brother versus brother match at WrestleMania, or in history of the wrestling, I guess you could say. But Jay versus Jimmy Uso is going to be a phenomenal match. Because who knows you better than your brother, let alone your twin brother? So I expect a very great match. And it's gonna be exciting. Now I don't know if it's just gonna be straight up 1-on-1 or the bloodline is going to interfere somehow. Um, and I was going back and forth to like to determine like who's gonna win, because like it can go either way, because I can see Jimmy winning it, because he has to let Jay know that, oh yeah, I'm still the older brother. I mean, I'm still older than you, and I still gotta get one up on you. Um, and it will essentially help the bloodline storyline going into the main event. And um, for Jay, it's he has to live up to his name. Main event Jay Uso. Um, and he is so over right now. It's not even crazy. um, so like the crowd is gonna go crazy when he comes out. So am I. I'm gonna go crazy. um, but I think Jimmy needs to win more than Jay does, because I think Jay will be fine if he loses this match. Um, But yeah, it's yeah, I think it'll be fine. But I'm picking Jimmy Uso to win. No Yeet, um, to win. Um, but yeah, but I can. This match can go either way, obviously, and um, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to watch. The Intercontinental Championship. The Ring General versus Gunther versus Sami Zayn. Um, Gunther's going to retain. I just don't see Gunther losing the title, his championships anytime soon. Until like later in the summer or yeah, later in the summer, pretty much. Um, who I don't know. Maybe Chad Gable, who many wanted him to face Gunther at WrestleMania in the first place, and not Sami Zayn. No, this match is gonna be dead because Sami Zayn's been putting in the work for years, and even in the Bloodline storyline, he was phenomenal. And we all know that Sami Zayn can wrestle. Like he can do his thing in the ring. But like I said, I don't think it's you know like I don't see Gunther or Gunther or whatever how you pronounce his name, um, losing the title, dropping the title at WrestleMania. Nah. So yeah, I'm going to pick Gunther over Sami Zayn. It's gonna be a great match. I'm it's a great match on paper. It's gonna see. But eventually he has to lose the title because I want to see him compete for the main title. Um, whether that's the Universal Championship or the World title, depending if there's a draft or WWE draft or not. But yeah, Gunther retains the Woman World Championship. Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch. Now, of course, I'm picking Rhea Ripley because she is so over right now. She is indeed the face of the women's division right now, and like I love Becky Lynch. I'm the Becky. I'm one a big Becky Lynch supporter for years, and that will never change, obviously. But Rhea Ripley has been Rhea Ripley. um, Obviously she's with Judgment Day, um, and I have a feeling she's going to turn face after WrestleMania, which is cool. I just love her character right now, and I don't care what anybody says. She's been running Judgment Day the whole time. I don't care because not Damian Priest, not Finn Balor, not Dominic, and I forgot the other person's name. But anyways, um, Rhea Ripley is gonna retain. Becky Lynch doesn't need to win. She'll be good. She'll be okay. She'll be yes she'll be okay. So yeah, I expect Rhea Ripley um wins. Um, again, a great match. Gonna be a good match. The build up started off slow, but then they started to pick it up near the tail end of the near the tail end. Um, the as WrestleMania got closer, it got more personal. Um, which I love. That's what you need in the wrestling in the feud. Is it to be personal? So yeah, but I don't see Rhea Ripley losing the title anytime soon. Just like I said about Gunther. Um, and now it's the main event of night one. The final boss, The Rock and our tribal chief Roman Reigns versus Seth freaking Rollins and Cody Rhodes. If Seth and Rollins wins, so Seth and sorry, if Seth and Cody win, Bloodline doesn't. It's going to be a straight up one on one. Cody's going to have a straight up one on one match against Roman Reigns the next night. If they lose, so if The Rock and Roman Reigns win, it's going to be Bloodline rules, which just means anything goes. Anybody can interfere, and it's going to be a chaotic beauty to watch. But anyways, The Rock and The Rock and Roman have to win because you don't just bring The Rock back just to compete on one night. And regardless if the stipulation was there or not, they're going to interfere regardless in Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes match. You gotta do bloodline rules. Just to stack the deck against Cody even more. So when he wins, it feels like, oh yeah, like it's going to happen. You know, it happened, but he beat all the odds. We'll get to my pick when I when it comes to that. Um, but I just in this match, I think I just have a bad feeling someone's turning on somebody. Um, I have a feeling Rollins is going to turn on Cody simply because he's been essentially fighting Cody Rhodes' fight. Um, he's been a background character this whole time, which is sad because he's the world heavyweight champion. And obviously he's Seth freaking Rollins. But that's just a prediction. I don't know. But I fully expect Rock and Roman Reigns to win night one to make it Bloodline Rules against Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns. So night two, let's start. So like again, we're gonna start from the bottom and work our way up. The Street Profits, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, and I think Bobby Lashley. Yeah, and Bobby Lashley versus the Final Testament, Karrion Kross, Akam, and Razor. The Street Profits need to win this match because apparently Bobby Lashley missed WrestleMania last year. I don't know the reason why he missed WrestleMania or why he was left off the card last year, which is weird because you think that they would put him on the card being that he's Bobby Lashley. So, but yeah, I think because the Final Testament has been beating up on, you know, beating up on the mighty prophets is what I call them, for weeks, and it's like they gotta get their lick back, you know, like they can't lose again on the grandest stage in the mall, because it wouldn't make sense. But I fully expect this is a Philadelphia street fight, which is interesting. Um, so we can we're about to see a lot of things in this match. So it's going to be amazing as usual. But again, the Mighty Prophets need to win this match. I don't know what you do with the Final Testament after this, but just don't have the Mighty Prophets lose. LA Knight, yeah, versus AJ Styles. Now, LA Knight needs to win this match, and I only only say that because you have to keep the momentum that he was having a couple of months ago up. So like when it's ready for him to go back, say get back into the main title picture, or like even the mid card champion, like the Intercontinental Champion or United States Champion, whatever one. Like you gotta keep the momentum going with LA Knight, and that because he's so over right now. Everybody loves him, you know. So it's and AJ Styles will be fine, you know, if he loses. He doesn't need to. He doesn't need to win at WrestleMania. Um, we all know how what AJ Styles achievements are in in wrestling in general, let alone the WWE. So he doesn't need the match, but LA Knight needs it more for sure. Just to skyrocket him up to the to star status, especially when it comes to the main title or the mid card title in the Intercontinental Championship or the United States Championship. So I'm picking LA Knight. Now the triple threat match, United States Championship match. The champion Logan Paul defends against Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. Logan Paul is gonna win. Here's why. Because Randy Orton and Kevin Owens have been more focused on 2-on-1 and making sure Logan Paul isn't a factor. And as much as I don't like Logan Paul, and I don't like Logan Paul, um, it's he has to retain because like I just don't because here's why because someone's gonna get in somebody's way. Randy Orton and Kevin Owens are going to probably so one of them is gonna cost getting each other's way and Logan Paul being the sneaky snake that he is gonna find a way to win this match. Viva brass knuckles, most likely. um, but yeah, and then the next I forgot what pay per view is. The next is it Backlash? There's there's a pay per view coming up that's in some town of Ohio. So I'm like, you gotta keep the belt on Logan Paul. Um, so yeah, so I'm picking Logan Paul. The Women's Championship, Io Sky versus Bailey. Now this is interesting because I was going back and forth with my picks leading up to this prediction video, and I'm like, what if Bailey loses this match? And I'm like, but then again, does Io Sky really need to win? What are the matchups? What? I'm not saying that her title reign hasn't been good, but like you don't have Bailey who won the Royal Rumble and not win the title at WrestleMania, and this is just the traditional way it works out. Bailey wins the Royal Rumble. And she challenges. Obviously, she challenged Io Sky because she found out that they were just like using her. Obviously, they turned on her on SmackDown a couple of months ago, but I was just like trying to see both sides of who's gonna win, and I'm like, I don't know. But I think you have to get like at first I was going to be, oh yeah, Io Sky because there's a lot more story to tell if Io Sky wins. But then again, I don't know what other story you can tell. But then if Bailey wins, then it can set up more doors for more competitors to challenge her in the future. So I'm picking Bailey because I feel like Bailey has been putting in the work for years. She's one of the people who carried the company on her back, especially during the pandemic era. Oh God, that was awful. That 2020 was an interesting year for sure. But Bailey, she put in the work. Obviously, when Sasha Banks was still there. But yeah, please reward Bailey because she's been putting in the work. She's over. She's just a star, and you know, and in order to create new stars, you gotta have the star shine. Okay, now this is where it gets very very tricky for me. The World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. Now I was running the scenarios in my head. I'm like, this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen, and stuff like that. But I'm like, Seth gotta lose, right? Because first of all, Drew McIntyre character right now has been top notch. Like the past couple since the beginning of this year, his promos amazing. Like, oh my gosh, like I don't know. It's just I love this Drew McIntyre character so much. So he like recreated himself, and I just feel like McIntyre has to win because he's putting in the work, the time, obviously, and it would just be more interesting feuds that he can match up. For example, Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk when CM Punk is cleared to wrestle again, because we already saw that amazing promo that the three of them cut on the Monday Night Raw when CM Punk was in his hometown when he announced that he was going to be a guest commentator during their match. So it's going to be interesting for sure. Yeah. So Drew, now the reason why I haven't mentioned our favorite person, Damian Priest, is and sorry, let me backtrack. No, I expect the bloodline to be involved in this match. Um, and I do expect Damian Priest to cash his money to make. I'm not saying he's gonna be successful. I'm just saying I think he's gonna to cash in money in bank. And but but I feel like here's this thing. I think you gotta give Drew McIntyre his moment at WrestleMania with the crowd because that's this big thing of winning the championship with a crowd. Because the last time he won the championship, it wasn't in front of a crowd. Um, but I feel like he had to at least give him that moment, and then CM Punk does something. I don't know what he does, but he gets Drew McIntyre on the ground. He lays him out, whatever. Yes, I know he's still injured, but he can still have Punk do something in terms of the storyline. Um, so, so I'm saying Punk is going to. Oh, this is what's gonna happen. The Bloodline is going to come and try to interrupt the match. And then Punk comes in the ring, tries to help McIntyre, but he's not really helping him, obviously, because they're going to be feuding in a few months. And then without without notice, CM Punk is gonna lay out Drew McIntyre, and then you hear Damian Priest music, and Damian Priest cashes in. Does he win the championship? I don't know. But that's. I mean, you could probably cash it. You can probably cash it in. You can probably cash it in and be successful against Drew McIntyre, which would create more storyline because yes, he won the big championship at, in front of crowd. He finally achieved what he wanted to achieve, and then it's all taken away from him by Damian Priest. And we know that there's history between Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre, let alone Judgment Day and McIntyre. Because we all know that he ain't cashing in on in the Universal title match. Sorry, undisputed WWE Universal title match. Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. Whoo! Cody Rhodes needs to win, right? He needs to finish his story. I just don't know. I have a this is hard because like either outcome I would be fine with it because if you have Roman Reigns win, he's gonna acknowledge him. Um, he's gonna be a champion for obviously the next couple of years or whatever. But we're coming up on 4 years as he's been champion, which is crazy, and but does Cody Rhodes win? Does Cody Rhodes finish his story? Well, I don't know. Like I'm actually like torn because I'm like, what if he doesn't? You know, what if he doesn't win? What's gonna happen? You're not gonna have him win the Royal Rumble again and then potentially fail. No, I love Roman Reigns. I think he's a great champion. I think his character is amazing. Yes, he doesn't defend the titles as much as other champions do, but whatever. He's been building up other people, other family members in the bloodline storyline. So I'm good with that, But it's just like I just don't. I'm not saying that I don't want Cody to win, but it's like, does he win? Is WWE ready to? Is WWE prepared for Roman Reigns to lose? Pretty much, because essentially what's going to happen if Roman Reigns loses is it's going to be Roman Reigns versus The Rock, and I'll tell you why in a few minutes. At next year WrestleMania, and Cody Rhodes can feud with many other people on Raw, SmackDown if you wanted to. But does Cody Rhodes finish the story? No. I learned last year. I learned last year that do not bet against the tribal chief. I just don't. I just don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. Um, but since I'm on the spot, if I gotta choose, I'm going to choose Cody Rhodes to finish the story. Um, now is it gonna be easy? Absolutely not, because it's gonna be bloodline rules. So you're gonna have Solo Sokoa, you're gonna have Jimmy Uso, you're just gonna have a lot of people being up on Rhodes. But also Cody Rhodes has his backup in Jey Uso and Rollins. If Rollins is obviously going, if Rollins is doesn't turn on Cody Rhodes night one, that is. But yeah, it's I hope this happens, that like John Cena returns and beats up the bloodline, and then Glass Shatter. Dun, dun, dun. Stone Cold Steve Austin comes out and does lays, like he just stunner after stunner, and then you have the face off between him and The Rock in the ring, because we all know that they have history. So, and then it's gonna be it's gonna be overbooking of this match, but it's okay. I'm good with it, because like I said in when I was making the prediction, the week, the night one predictions, you have to stack everything against Cody if he's going to win the title. Why that this way he's the underdog. So, um, yeah. So hopefully Stone Cold Steve Austin comes back, stun gives everybody the stunner, or in a and then at some point, I think what's gonna happen is Roman Reigns, not Roman Reigns, The Rock is going to turn on Roman Reigns. They've been hinting it for weeks. I've been paying attention really closely, because I think The Rock is still wants to face Roman Reigns. It doesn't have to be for the title. It doesn't need the title. Rock versus Roman speaks for itself. So at some point during the chaos, The Rock is going to turn on Roman Reigns, setting up Roman Reigns versus The Rock at next year's WrestleMania 41. So all I know is I'm going to be holding my breath the whole time. Because it's gonna be absolutely chaos, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Like, I love it. This is wrestling. This is entertainment. This is what we're paid for, and it's gonna be a great show. Like I said, I'm going to WrestleMania just for night one. I'm gonna travel back home and see if I can catch night two later, Sunday, tomorrow night. But I'm very excited to go to WrestleMania. This is a childhood dream, um, that I've been wanting to go to WrestleMania for years, ever since I became a fan back in 2003. Um, and this is probably going to be the biggest WrestleMania, or is going to be the biggest WrestleMania match of all time, being that it's WrestleMania 40. Um, but yeah, Triple H has been cooking, has been has been doing some great things, and I'm very excited. I'm very excited to see the stage, at WrestleMania. Even though I saw it last night on Friday Night SmackDown, but like being there, seeing it is gonna be different, obviously, than just seeing it on TV. Um, but yeah, like I said, if you're going to WrestleMania, enjoy yourself, have fun, you know. So have fun. And I hope you have a great time. And if you even if you're watching that on TV on Peacock, also have a great time, because regardless of how you're watching it, it's gonna be like amazing time. Um, but I have to, um, yeah. So I hope you guys enjoy yourself, and that that you have a good time. Um, please be safe, obviously, um, and if you're just just have a fun time and enjoy yourself. Cause I know I am. Yeah, I gotta go. WrestleMania 40, here we go. Bye.